So my brother Unwilling Pest's birthday is tomorrow, and I forgot to get him a gift. Whoopsie. So right now I'm brainstorming ideas, and I just thought, why not make his mascot into a Pokemon? Because I don't know, he likes Pokemon, he likes his mascot's a bit like a Ditto, so why not make a regional form of a Ditto, then turn that into his mascot for the final evolution, give it some broken stats, and bada bing bada boom. I don't even have to spend money on this. So my brother's Fakemon region is based off of Ireland, which is why this Ditto, I wanted it to be based off of something from Ireland. My original thought was white pudding, which it wouldn't work because I want this Ditto to still be sludgy. Then I went to this white moss, which is found in Ireland, which has the same problem. But then I landed on Irish folklore and found Lapuka, which are a race of prankster demons which can shapeshift. And obviously that's Ditto's whole thing, so why not? Except I don't want this Ditto to have transform or imposter, because I want people to look at this thing all day, because it's cute. So I decided to instead give it the ability Protean, which is very much like Protean, which is a pre-existing ability, except for two major differences. One, this kit is affected throughout the entire battle, much like unbuffed Protean before Gen 9, but also, alongside the move that it uses, this Pokemon also gains the Ghost type move alongside it. So, for example, if it were to use Thunder Punch, it would be Electric Ghost. If it were to use Grass Knot, then it would be Grass Ghost. Which, yes, means that it's always weak to Dark, but I wanted it to be a lot more different than Protean than, hey, it's the same thing, except not buffed. Or nerfed. I also gave it these Badger stripes because I thought it looked cool. And anyway, on to the second stage. I didn't want it to be too much like my brother's mascot, but I didn't want it to be too much not like a Pokemon, and my brother's mascot is very much humanoid, and yes, there are existing humanoid Pokemon. I didn't want this to be really akin to, Gallade, I guess. But anyway, this Pokemon is going to be really powerful, much like a legendary, except how can this thing be a legendary if the pre-evolution is a Ditto? So instead, I thought that an evolution method would be a really, really rare stone, one existence, which means there can only be one of this Pokemon, which of course fits for being legendary. I mean, a lot of Pokemon who are legendary also are part of a race, for example, Poipole, but whatever. We'll get more into that later. Point is, I also gave it these Badger stripes, except instead they are horizontal instead of vertical. Which I just wanted it to be more different than the Ditto stage. It's also really tall, for some reason. I don't know why I made it so tall, but we'll get into that in the Pokedex stage. But anyway, I'd like you all to give a warm welcome to the two Fakemon that I have created. Iron Ditto, the Scamp Pokemon. Iron Ditto are extremely rare, even more so than its regular counterpart. It can morph itself into any type it so desires with enough will, but usually will mostly use this to evade capture from humans. It can either be a blessing or a curse that lets rambunctious mon into your home. This Pokemon's signature ability transforms its type into whatever move it used last, alongside Ghost. Its weight is double that of Ditto, its height is double that of Ditto, its weight is half of that of Ditto, and its ability is basically just a buff version of Protean. Yes, I know its speed is a bit high, especially for a first stage, but its HP being extremely low makes up for that. It is a physical attacker all the way, however, strangely has a higher special defense because, well, it's gel. It can't really be that much physically defensive. But anyway, this Base stat total is, fun fact, actually 1.5 times the regular Ditto, which seems to be a pattern because it shares its height being double that of Ditto, weight half of Ditto, blah blah blah. You've heard this all before. Yeah, that was Iron Ditto. But are you ready for Unito, the sludge Pokemon? This being can only be formed if an Iron Ditto reaches a very valuable gem deep in the iron crust. The location of these stones is a governmental secret, and yet all Ditto somehow know its exact location and wish to get there first. The stone has only been used once before, but whatever happened killed half of the population of the surrounding regions, such as Kalos and Galar. The Iron government is making sure the catastrophe never happens again. Its signature move, a Mega Transform, is a question mark type move that hits for 120 base power, hits all Pokemon on the board, and transforms the user into a Ghost type as well as a random type. If you don't know what question mark is, it's basically a placeholder. It can hit anything and everything for neutral damage. I'm pretty sure it also gets stabbed from everything. I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure. But anyway, remember when I mentioned how tall this thing was? It's 6'5" in meters. It's 21 feet tall, roughly the size of a building or like a mid-suburban home. It still has the ability Protean. It weighs 224 pounds, which I'm pretty sure is as much as like the average teenager. And obviously it's a ghost, but Jesus Christ, it's 6'5". What was I thinking? Oh no, it's not 6'5". It's 6 meters 5. Whatever. As you can see, its base stat total is very similar to that of Lydon. As I said earlier, it has broken stats. It also has broken strats, proteins, and very useful ability. It still has the same HP, but it also has speed, which I believe is stronger than Regieleki. Regieleki, I believe, having 200, this having 211. It has the same attack and special attack, meaning it's very good for a speedy sweeper, give it a choice stuff, and it will kill everything. That's protected, of course. It's also the same type as the original Ditto, or not the original Iron Ditto, being Ghost Normal, which is obviously a good type, but it won't stay that way for long, I'll tell you. But anyway, now with that done, I'm going to hand over to Tomorrow Me, who's going to show you the aftermath of showing this line to my mother. Take it away, future me. Thank you, past recording me. So I'm going to record the segment fast because I meant to go to my dad's at 12, and it's currently 8. And I have to still edit and post this, but whatever. I'm going over to get my brother, and he's going to react to Iron Ditto and Unito. Be right back, guys. Hope he enjoys it. Nah. No, the whole Iron...
A raccoon.
It's based off of the Puka from Ireland.
Oh.
And this is the pre-evolution.
Oh.
And this is Unito.
Hello, Unit. I'm sorry. Sometimes I don't really know how to react to stuff. I don't really know how to react to.
It was meant to be based off of your mascot, because yay, happy birthday.
Thank you.
But I accidentally turned it into an eldritch deity.
I mean, my character is kind of super. Jesus fucking Christ, that speed stat. Anyway. Yeah, to be fair, my mascot is kind of like supposed to be like an eldritch abomination. Not really an eldritch abomination, but an eldritch, some sort of weird beastie creature. So whatever.
Yeah, the last time an Iron Ditto evolved into a Unito, it killed half the populations of the surrounding regions, Kalos and Galar to be exact.
Well, actually, I take no.
I take no responsibility.
It's like that scene in Avengers where Thor's like, my brother, he's killed hundreds of people. Adopted.
I mean,
So he's not my problem.
not my problem.
What? That math is not mathing.
What?
676.
I could pull up the calculator math if you, or calculate.
If it's I trust the calculator. Well, yeah, I do appreciate it. I'm just being semantic and annoying.
Yeah.
Being can only be formed if an iron ditto reaches a very valuable gem deep in the iron crust. The location of the stone is a governmental secret. But all iron dittos somehow know its exact location and wish to get there first. The stone has only been used once before, but whatever happened, killed half of the population of surrounding regions, such as Kalos and Malar. Iron government is making sure this catastrophe never happen again.
Oh shoot, the base stat total is 575.
Yeah, I did think that math was not math. Technical difficulty.
Hold on. Wrong.
Let's keep looking at a uniter. Whoa! Oh wow! Look at that.
It's such an accurate base stat total.
Yeah, I was about to say it's got such a mathematical base stat total.
It's so accurate.
I love it.
I
mean, I love it. I genuinely thank you very much. I love this. Very, very silly.
I also gave it the unbuffed protein and named it Protein. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce that ooh.
Omega Transform is a type move that hits for fucking Jesus Christ. Hits all Pokemon on the board and transform the user into a ghost dual type with a random type.
In fairness, Rayquaza's signature move is like 150, I think.
Oh, I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah.
Iron Ditto are extremely rare, even more so than its regular counterpart. It can morph itself into any type it desires, with enough will, but will mostly use this to evade capture from humans. It can either be a blessing or a curse to let this rambunctious mon into your home. This Pokemon's signature ability transforms its type into whatever move it used last. So, Protein.
Yeah, basically unbuffed Protein, except it includes Ghost. So yes, it's most of the time going to be weak to Dark.
Oh, okay. Nice to know. Well, thank you for making this. I do quite like it.
Yippee! And there we have it, everyone. Our Fakemon is acceptable. Yippee! Very quickly, I just want to say, no, this was not all I got my brother. I did manage to squeeze in a plushie and 4 boxes of shortbread into a small box and wrap it in wrapping paper, which didn't fit the other wrapping paper which I had to use because the wrapping paper we used originally wasn't small enough. But then that second wrapping paper wasn't enough, so we had to use a third wrapping paper to cover out the box, and it was all just pandemonium. But point is, no, this was not the only thing I got my brother on his special day. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow, and if there's anything happy, or if there's anything that I got from this day, it's an awesome video with you guys. Happy birthday to Unwilling Pest. And hey, you know, as a birthday gift, you might as well just subscribe to him.